Yo, whether you watching this from Facebook, Twitter, click the link in my Instagram, or YouTube itself. What up, world? So I just watched Ant-Man and the Wasp. It is the sequel to the 2015 Ant-Man, and overall, it is the 20th movie in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Like, take a second and think about that. In 10 years, in a little over, because May was 10 years. In 10 years and 2 months, they've dropped 20 movies. Like, that's insanity, man. It stars Paul Rudd, Evangeline Lilly, Hannah John-Kamen, Michael Pena, Walton Goggins, T.I., David Dasmalchian. I hope that's how you pronounce his name. Apologies if it's not. Lawrence Fishburne, Bobby Cannavale, Judy Greer, Abby Ryder, Fortson, Michelle Pfeiffer, and Michael Douglas. And it is directed by Peyton Reed, who directed the first movie, as well as Bring It On, Down with the Love, The Breakup, and Yes Man. If you want to get a shout out in my review of either Hotel Transylvania 3 or Skyscraper, stay tuned to the end of the video to figure out how you can do that. So, you got Scott Lang, and we get the fallout. We get the entire fallout. Like, the trailers don't show the half of the fallout from Civil War. And, he got the ankle bracelet, but there are other things that happened. And then, a new villain, Ghost, comes and needs the PIM technology to benefit herself. And there is also Walton Goggins' character who needs the PIM technology, actually discovers the PIM technology, and then wants it for like selfish, personal, like kind of cliche villainous deeds or whatever. And it's up to Ant-Man and the Wasp to stop them. I thought the first Ant-Man movie was real fun, man. Like, it was like a heist adventure comedy, and it's like pretty much all of it clicks. Like, my only flaw with the first Ant-Man movie was Hope's temper tantrums and just acting like a big baby because she couldn't suit up and save the day. And here, she's the best part about the movie. The Wasp kicks ass. The Wasp is a badass character. Like, I don't want to slight Okoye, Black Widow, Scarlet Witch, any other badass female characters in the MCU, but Wasp is very dope. Shit, Gamora. I don't want to slight any of the other badass female heroines, but Wasp ascended the rankings for me, man. She stole the show. That goes to say that the action scenes are cool. The shrinking and when they shrink and what grows when with the discs and all that coolness. Paul Rudd got a writing credit on this, man. I've been a Paul Rudd guy since, I don't know if I saw Anchorman first or if I saw him on Friends first. He was funny on Friends. He was funny as Brian Fantana, Sex Panther Cologne. 60% of the time, it works every time. Getting off track. But yeah, like the jokes, the Scott Lang incorporated humor works. Michael Pena works. There's a couple times where he gets running off telling stories again, and that's funny. The humor that I thought was a bit overkill was like Judy Greer and Bobby Cannavale were only in this movie for humor, and like that can be played as Bobby Cannavale accepts Scott Lang or Paul Rudd within the family. He's a father figure. He knows that he's a hero. So I mean, he's not the cop that's skeptical trying to bust him anymore. But it's still like watered down his character for me. There were other humor, like T.I. and David Dasmalchian they were only in the movie for comedy. I mean, they were kind of underused in the first movie. They're kind of underused in this movie. So I mean, their characters don't really evolve. The Lawrence Fishburne, Michael Douglas stuff was cool. It was dope to see their dynamic. I like the villain. I like Ghost as a villain. She was a dope character. I completely got her motivations, and it was just inevitable that she was gonna be like I feel like I, I'm sorry, man. Like I do this in like every video. I have a thought, and then another thought trips up that thought, and now I'm breaking down this completely third separate thought. But the MCU has been steady with good villains for at least the two last calendar years, which is 6 movies of Ego, Vulture, Hela, Killmonger, Thanos, and Ghost. And I think all those villains are better than Ghost, but that's just my opinion. But that doesn't mean she's a weak villain. And like the same with this movie, man. Like Black Panther was phenomenal. In my opinion, Infinity War was phenomenal. And I like Ant-Man and the Wasp, but it's still the weakest Marvel movie of the year. Like I said, the action scenes was dope. I had issues with some of the humor. Paul Rudd's a standout. Walton Goggins was just kind of in the way. Um, I feel like I'm missing like one key point that I wanted to talk about, man. There was a point in the movie where I had to step out. It was unavoidable, and I think I missed an important chunk of plot. Everything with I think I said everything with Michelle Pfeiffer was cool. Everything with the quantum realm looked real dope, like Doctor Strange level trippy. Uh, I don't know if there were any Easter eggs for future movies. I didn't catch anything, but I see every MCU movie twice, so I'm not sure. Um, the finale though, I thought that the finale was a bit underwhelming, and once the movie was over, it felt like there should have been like 15 more minutes to have like one final battle between good, the heroes and the villains, and it wasn't there. It's the MCU. There's a mid credit scene that is amazing, and there's a post credit scene that I thought was pretty lame. So with all that being said, man, I will say that Ant Man and the Wasp is dope. Like it's a 4 out of 5. But when there's 20 movies, and I think the first one is better, I like the first one more. The first one's not even in my top 10 favorite. So this one obviously is more toward the bottom of all 20 movies. But in my opinion, there's not a bad Marvel movie, man. There's some that are solid. There's a lot that are dope, and then I have a lot more that I think are dope as fuck. Have you seen Ant-Man and the Wasp? What did you think about it, man? Positive, negative, somewhere in between? Let me know. So if you want that shout out in my Skyscraper, Hotel Transylvania, whatever comes first review, how much will Ant-Man make opening weekend? Be the first, be the closest within $2 million, man. Get your guesses in by Sunday morning. I recently posted a Purge review, an Uncle Drew review, Sicario, movie talk on Samuel L. Jackson, Blu-ray collection update, Luke Cage season 2 review, Jurassic World, Gang of June reviews. Next weekend, Skyscraper, Hotel Transylvania. The weekend after that, I want to see Equalizer 2, man. Hope y'all enjoying the content, man. There's been a lot of it lately, man. Like, subscribe, comment. Find me where you find me, man. Don't know where to find me. Watch these credits. Peace.